In a world of fake news, we bring you up-to-the-minute factual inaccuracy and a heavy dose of moral truth. With your hosts, Kyle Mann and Ethan Nicole. This is the Babylon Bee. Fake news you can trust.
Hello, everybody. We come to you today on the Babylon Bee podcast. A very exciting day today because as we are recording this, the U.S. Capitol building is burning down. It has been sacked.
Yeah.
By a crazy guy in a buffalo hat and some Trump supporters or something.
I guess, yeah. Like it looks
it's not really burning. But
the Grand Poobah. I'm trying to think if that's from Flintstones. They had like the giant buffalo hat.
Is that what it is? You kept saying Grand Poobah. I didn't know what you were talking about.
You know, like, yeah, it's like his Freemason group that he's part of.
Oh, okay. The Stonecutters of the Flintstones.
I think so. Is it the Grand Poobah?
It sounds familiar. I didn't know that that's what that came from. I have heard the phrase before.
Just real quick, but yeah. So I don't know if that's bad or good. The Grand Poobah taking over the White House might be. I don't know if that's better or worse than Trump.
You know, they're going to look in the Constitution and they're going to find in the fine print somewhere. Oh yeah. So Grand Poobah.
Yeah, that's like when you
Let's get that image on the screen. Yo,
Grand
Jamie, throw that
Poobah. up. Yo, Jamie.
They're going to find some fine print on the Constitution or on the back, like anybody who makes it into the Capitol and stands up in the front and wears a buffalo hat.
If you make it to base.
Is president.
So, no tag backs.
We really have no recourse here. This is he's president.
I saw a crazy picture of all these guys, like CIA guys or Secret Service guys, like holding their guns on.
They like shoved the cabinet deal in front of the door, and they're just like, "Wow."
Yeah,
you thought they would be more prepared. Like
we tried to call my my mother-in-law's there on the.
Yeah, maybe we can throw it in like the sub.
We could throw in the sub portion.
Yeah, the audio up.
Maybe if people are really.
We were hoping to get like a video stream.
Yeah, we couldn't get video,
and it didn't work that well.
But we could throw it as bonus at the end of this in the subscriber portion. But yeah, she got tear gassed. Like there's just tear gas flying everywhere. She said there wasn't evidence. I was surprised. I thought she'd be like ready. I was feeding her, I was handing it to her.
You're like, so it was really Antifa,
was it really
right?
Antifa wearing MAGA hats? He's like, no, pretty sure I talked to one of the guys. It was a real guy.
She's talking to this guy in this buffalo hat, this shirtless guy. And he's like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get in the front of the Senate.
Well, no, he's after he came back out, I guess.
Oh, she talked to him after. They didn't like kill him or like arrest him? Or
yeah, you think, how did he get back out?
I heard a lady got shot in the neck.
Really?
Yeah, but this is all coming out like now, so
right now. So by
this
the time
information
this comes
is
out,
probably wrong.
Everyone's going to know what really happened.
But yeah,
we'll be under the Grand Poobah, the rain.
But that's why you guys listen to the Babylon Bee podcast, because we just stand there and fiddle and laugh while the Capitol burns, and we have fun.
3 days ago.
3 days ago. Wait.
Or 2 days ago. How many days ago it was from when we actually post this.
So now that the Capitol is like a just charred lumber and brick or whatever it's made out of.
Olympus has fallen.
Olympus has fallen. Then
again,
now you can enjoy
this is what it really
podcast.
looks like.
Hey, this is
Olympus has fallen the movie, then you switch to real life. That's what it looks like.
This is our first episode since the new year.
Oh yeah, Happy New Year.
So Happy New Year, everybody.
I haven't seen you since last year.
Oh, it's true. Is it true? No, I saw you yesterday.
Well, I mean, I've seen you a lot, but unfortunately.
But not really. Yesterday, you hadn't seen me since last year, right?
I'm talking to the audience.
Okay.
I haven't
seen you guys since last year. You guys and girls. Amen and A women.
I'm not going to apologize for using guys. We all know it's a generic term.
It's like amen, A women. Did you make any New Year's resolutions, Ethan?
Not really, only because I was already kind of like resolving to lose weight. So I mean, I guess I had been resolving to do something new every month.
With the diet.
Yeah, diet and exercise, fasting, kind of just trying different combinations. So I went a little looser in December because I knew that December's hard. But I'm going hard now in January.
Awesome.
So yeah, how about you? You're running a lot.
I did make New Year's resolutions. I actually listed them.
It's given you like an elder look and a more crestfallen look. I don't know what it is.
What?
Yeah, you have this look about you, like you don't have a glow, you don't have endorphin rush look. I don't know what it is. I don't know if like there's something secretly going on or what, but like there's a different look to you right now.
Okay.
It aged you.
Aged me, all right. I'll take the age, I guess. I've never felt like I look particularly old, so.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, I don't know, because like, you know how when you're around someone a lot, you don't notice them aging, and then suddenly one day you're like, oh, they look a little older.
You're really old.
Yeah. I suddenly started noticing you look more like a man.
Well,
like a little
thanks
boy.
for that. So, no, I'm going to lose some weight. I'm actually trying to run a 7-minute mile, which doesn't sound that intense.
No, I did a 10 one time and almost died.
Yeah, so like junior high, I ran a 6. High school, I could run like a 7. And then I went to the gym for the first time in a long time, like 3 weeks ago, and I ran like 14-minute mile.
I'm amazed that there's gyms you can go to.
Well, I have one that's a secret. You can't know about it.
A secret gym.
They just like covered all the walls and all the windows and like tinted paper and advertisements and stuff. You just walk in.
So how do you find out about it? It's like a guy
Well, it's
out
just
on the
near my
street?
house, and they had put their exercise equipment outside so that I think some people would think, oh, they're doing outside, but it's not.
see.
It's all inside. That's what everybody's doing.
Nice.
So no masks. We wander in. We work out. It's fun.
Cool.
It's not fun. It's miserable.
Miserable.
Anyway, I've gotten down to 8:55 mile now after 3 weeks of practice. So I think I can do 7.
You'll get there.
I'll get there.
Yeah.
And some other, stuff. I'm going to read 12 books this year at least.
Okay.
Try to do one a month.
So all the Dr. Seuss books.
Yeah. Jordan Peterson's new book coming out in March. I'm excited for that.
You're going to read 12 books and 12 more rules.
And 12 rules. So 24 things.
Cool.
Math. Okay, let's do some stuff that's good, eh?
Hey.
Eh.
But now, this week's edition of Stuff That's Good.
My stuff that's good is Canada. No, just joking. We said A, so.
Hey, bucko.
Yep, bucko. So, I like coffee.
Me too.
And because I like coffee, I have a particular way that I like to prepare my coffee. And I have
This is what I'm interested to hear.
I just wanted to,
You talk in more of a pretentious voice.
I wanted to rank like coffee methods.
What are the different ways?
Because like
ground,
so just regular drip, like pot coffee.
drip, pot coffee.
I know, coffee in a pot.
Okay.
Not that kind of, not hemp coffee, which I'm sure exists.
I'm sure it does.
You just make the coffee in the pot at work. That would be like, to me, that's bottom of the barrel.
A gas station.
But that's all that is.
Yeah.
The big old percolators or whatever.
Okay,
they
but
call
what? Okay, so then there's
Sitting in
there's
back.
like a
So there's that.
glass thing.
Then I would say like, we do Keurigs here at the office, and
So you rank Keurig above,
I do because
but what if it's fresh ground?
then that's probably better. But the thing is, it just sits there on that pot like burning all day.
Well, no, you drink it.
Well, no, because that's how work coffee works. As it sits there, and then you go and you go, oh, I'll pour more. Oh, I'll pour more, and it just
Okay,
sits there, and it's not good. But so like at least a Keurig, is just like I get my own. It's not good coffee necessarily. It's
I think it's highly overrated. Personally.
well, who overrates Keurig coffee? Like who really likes it? I mean, it's just
I think
simple.
people are
It's
excited about it. Yeah, I guess it's the
it's
simplicity
easy.
or
It's the
something.
simplicity.
I got one for my wife for Christmas, even though I kind of resent Keurig. And now, I kind of get it. I'm like, oh, she didn't make coffee. Huh? I'll just make a Keurig.
Yeah.
It's
So
quick.
because of the simplicity, I do rank it above like making a pot of coffee.
Okay.
Then I would say an AeroPress. If you've ever used an AeroPress, have you ever used one of
like
these? It's like the
Is it air? Wait, is there other kind of press? There's French press.
French press.
Is that different than AeroPress?
It is different than AeroPress, and I think because it's a little harder to do.
Is that ARR or AER?
AERO. Aero.
Aero.
It's like the guy that invented that like weird frisbee disc. It's
No.
like the Aero disc or something like that. He
It's like aerodynamic.
he was like AeroPress.
Okay.
Anyway, it's good, portable. It's a little more work, but you can make espresso shots with it and then add your hot water. So that's nice. And then cream of the crop. Last year we invested in we wasted our money on a Breville or whatever you call them. Breville espresso machine. They're called Breville Expresses, and they're fairly
But
inexpensive.
this is espresso. Does that count as coffee? I mean, it counts as like,
oh yeah.
but it's a different kind, right?
But what I do is, so with the Breville Express machine, they're fairly reasonable as far as espresso machines go. $500 to $700 depending, So usually you're going to get an espresso machine. You're going to be spending a couple of grand to get a good one. But these ones, depending on the model, you can have ones that have either the 2 scoops or the 1 scoop. So what I do every morning is I make a double shot of espresso, and then you add hot water for an Americano out of those. Get good beans.
Yeah.
Get good beans with it, and that's the best way to make a cup of coffee.
I feel like that was a really long roundabout way of saying espresso is better than coffee.
Sure.
But I do agree. I like a shot of espresso in my coffee. They call it a red eye.
I do like red eyes.
Yeah. What about cowboy style?
I don't know what that is.
You just put a pot of hot water over the campfire, and you dump all your coffee grounds in there, and just brew it up, and then you just you have to scoop all the grounds out, or you pour it through like a net or something so that
and that reminds me of pour overs, which are obviously the best, but I've never been able to do them because it takes so much. My sister does pour overs, and she looks like she's like a drug dealer because she's got all this, you got to...
They cut into the lines?
Yeah, like snorting it and all that.
Off a mirror?
And I just can't.
Huh.
And then my sister roasts her own beans, too. I got to roast my own.
I was that's the thing where people don't ground the beans up because it's violent. It's cruel to the beans, so they just...
Wait, this isn't a thing, is it?
I'm wondering. I don't know.
Okay.
We like to be gentle with our
I'm never
beans.
sure.
We don't want hostility in the beans. So my stuff that's good, because that was a long one, man. I know I'm really late on this because I don't play video games, but I happened to, because I was bored during this whole break we were on, started looking at I'm on PS Now, where you get to play video games you can stream them, And I found this game called Broforce, which I think I had been told about in the past. It's a run and gun side scroller, like Contra style. Mm-hmm. But all the characters are like spoofs of like Rambo. You got Commando, Time Cop, MacGyver, Conan the Barbarian. You got Ripley from Alien. It's just like you got Men in Black. It's just like a giant cast of all these different characters. You get to have like their weapon, and you just fight. It's a total spoof on like 80s and 90s action movies.
This is incredible.
And it's a 4-player game. It's a blast. It's really fun. Guys are exploding everywhere. It has great physics. It's a really fun game. I play with my daughter, my 5-year-old. She loves it. And I don't know if she's 6 now, actually. Is she 6 now? I can't remember. I'm lost. But yeah.
I want to talk to, if anybody out there is a programmer, let's make an Axe Cop mod for Broforce.
Yeah, that's something I watched. I was like, man, Axe Cop.
Why is there no Axe Cop character?
Because they got Machete on there. He throws machetes. They got Matrix. They got Bruce Lee. The amount of characters is crazy. So just throw Axe Cop in. But I don't know when the last time is they made any new characters for it, because it's, like I said, it's like 5 years. I think it came out like 5 years ago. But it is excellent. And it's on PS Now right now if you have a PS Now subscription. So you can just play.
All right, cool. Broforce.
When you die, it's like, rest in peace, bro.
I remember it was how all those video games used to be real hardcore. Like when you would select something, it'd be like, good luck,
yeah,
bro face, or whatever. Or you'd quit and it'd be like, dying too much, loser.
Wait, what game is this?
Like Doom and Duke Nukem and stuff. They would say stuff when you would quit, like, too much for you, sissy. You're like, oh, geez, I just have to go. I mean, do my homework. I don't know. All right, let's do some weird news.
This has been Stuff That's Good.
This news is weird.
German pilot makes point with syringe in the sky. So the story is that he flew in the shape of a syringe.
It's pretty good too. I mean, that's like an accurate syringe, except for I guess he had to start and take off and then land, but there's a weird thing in the end. But
so he's telling people to get vaccinated?
Get your how can people see that? I guess because it made...
yeah.
If they watch the entire flight and like hold like some vellum up to the sky with a marker and trace his flight. I don't know how that... I don't know if it's getting the message out there he wants to get out there.
I like how much...
He needed the news media's help.
Yeah, I like it. It's not really a great...
Which then he could just lie. He could just like... I could Photoshop that pretty easily.
It would be like me saying, I drove around town in the shape of a syringe this morning. And then you have to like send it to the news and be like, see my GPS tracker?
Yeah. Which we could just make.
But it's like if he had like skywrote.
Should we test this?
If he had like skywrote it would like, oh, I see the shot. But
we should come up with a special message for mankind, and I'll just Photoshop it in green line over a map. We'll send it to the media and see if they
look what we did.
Man flies in shape of pygmy dolphin in the name of saving the sea creature. It just sounds like an animal that people want to save. Save the pig. They're not just dolphins. They're pygmy dolphins. They're so cute. And people just eat them up like tuna. Kentucky man goes viral. Not in that way, just internet. For clearing snowy driveway with flamethrower.
Oh. Well,
that seems brilliant. I mean, that's
it's probably
a good
really
use of a flamethrower, other than burning people's not a good use. I like it.
He stunned fans after a relative filmed him standing in his driveway wearing nothing but a bathrobe, socks, slippers, and a hat.
Do you go out in your bathrobe?
I don't really have a bathrobe.
You're such a youngin'.
What are you supposed to do with a bathrobe?
It's the best. You just get...
So you get out of the shower and you put the...
Or you get out of bed. And you throw the bathrobe on. It's warm, comfy. You walk around yelling at your kids, hitting them with a newspaper, tapping out your ashes on your pipe on their head. And then you go out to the mailbox and the neighbors are looking at you like, there goes a majestic father figure. You check the paper for the news.
Well, you did say I look a lot older, so...
Yeah, you need to get a bathrobe.
Maybe it's time. So we have an update on the Jetpack Man.
Jetpack Man. It's not Pac-Man with a jet. It's Jetpack Man.
A pilot has finally captured the elusive Jetpack Man.
Like in a cage?
On video?
Oh, on film.
Oh. So
you didn't really capture him. This is another video, right?
This isn't as exciting as I thought.
Are they going out there with nets? There's a video that I have not seen yet.
Okay, well, this is just another
sighting, really, right?
Well, I think the other ones, I don't know if they had video for all of them, because they were saying, like, pilots...
Oh, just that they saw him?
Pilots were, like, landing and taking off, saying, traffic control, there's a man in a jetpack, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, now they've got him on video, I guess.
Rocketeer. You can be Rocketeer in Broforce, by the way.
Broforce. Every time we have to, like...
Brought to you by Broforce.
And then do the... Was it Predator?
The Predator handshake?
Epic handshake.
We don't have the muscles, though. You're working on it.
I'm working on it. That hurt, though.
All right. This is an inspiring Christmas story. Escaped hamster braves freezing temperatures to get to candy store. Now, what I like about this is the details of the story. The hamster seemed to have broken out from somewhere. Hamsters are, maybe a cage, and gotten into the streets where it was 5 degrees. It was later caught on CCTV footage. So they're like, zoom in more. There's the hamster. It was clinging to an unaware person who entered the Poundland candy shop in Glasgow on New Year's Eve. Then the hamster jumped off the unaware person inside the store and was going on. It was like, oh, could you imagine being a hamster? Like, you just got, okay, a person's leg is like a moving giant redwood tree. And you're like, I'm going to cling to that thing. And then you're like, I don't know, it smells amazing. And you get off and you're like, like in a candy store.
This sounds like a Pixar movie.
Like hamsters don't even know that candy exists.
Yeah.
And maybe they know a piece or two exists, but to be in a candy store as a hamster, I just want to know how full his cheeks were when the police found him. When he got, cleared out. Because they caught him.
This could be the sequel to Brave Ollie Possum.
Yeah, it sounds like somebody needs to buy the movie rights to this, Pixar.
Brave Hank Hamster?
Yeah.
Brave Hanky Hamster? Bodybuilder may spend holidays alone after sex doll wife is broken. So I think we did this as weird news. He married... I don't remember if we did or not, but I remember the guy said he married his doll. After marrying his doll,
Margot's doll.
His doll Margot.
His lying down doll.
He was planning on spending the holidays with her, but she broke down right before.
She broke down?
What kind?
Is she like a robot?
We shouldn't explore that line of inquiry. The enamored muscle man
celibate.
Was recently seen on Instagram planting a gentle kiss on Margot, who appeared a bit stiff in her revealing white gown, as she clutched a bouquet of flowers and stared into the distance at their wedding.
What are you? You're a bodybuilder.
Yeah, you'd think he could find.
Did he break her?
Real. I said we're not exploring the line of inquiry.
Oh dear!
I've already shut it down.
This is Doug Wilson. right here. It's like he prophesied this, I think.
Oh, this was his book?
His book, right?
Prophecy.
Fulfilled.
Never excited about that.
Police respond to chickens wreaking havoc at New Jersey McDonald's. I love this. The chickens are just wreaking like revenge.
A pair
They're
of
like
chickens
chicken Antifa.
chasing customers through the parking lot.
An animal control officer was dispatched on a report of a flock of chickens wreaking havoc. They're wreaking havoc out here. And you can hear in the background. The officer arrives to find 2 chickens harassing and chasing customers and pecking at car tires. They're like, well, get it away from the tires.
Can they do damage to the car?
I don't think so.
They just got these little tiny... Just getting on my tires.
They have large talons.
The chickens have large talons. Yeah.
So the animal control was able to capture them with the help from the manager of McDonald's and the police.
I like the manager of the McDonald's is like...
He's helping out. I got you guys.
He's looking through his handbook.
They
There's
do the
nothing
predator
in there
handshake.
about that.
Yeah.
I'm getting too old for this.
It could be in there in
stuff.
the chicken nugget section of their like handbook. It's like, warning. Chickens get pretty PO'd when they find out about what we're doing with their bodies here at McDonald's.
So the chickens they're going through the parking lot and they see like an open chicken nugget container.
Yeah.
And they're like,
They saw
What?
McDonald's commercial. The McChicken. What? Come.
UAE chefs bake world's longest line of pies for Guinness record.
So glad you had to read that one. That was a good time.
All right, let's move on to our stories of the week.
Let's do it.
Every week, there are stories. These are some of them.
Just skip it. You guys.
Flower bed.
Our first story of the week, we have some tips from your friends at the Babylon Bee. 10 tips for proposing to your girlfriend.
Proposing marriage, I assume.
That would be the proposal that we are referencing, yes.
Okay.
And we have a heartwarming story about this story.
Yeah, this is a story with a story.
This is a story with a story. So why don't we read through it? We'll read the 10 tips, and then we're going to tell you the heartwarming, moving story
There's a
here.
heartwarming story behind it.
Number 1, propose at church camp. You met her 5 days ago, and now you're guaranteed literally weeks of happiness together. Great tip.
Number 2, never fall for the old 7 years of hard labor trick. This is a classic tactic among wily fathers-in-law. They get you to work the field for 7 years and then give you the wrong woman.
Skip the ring. Just get her a nice Bible commentary instead. Nice MacArthur commentary. She can learn to fear the Lord.
Yeah, chicks dig that dispensationalism. Number 4, propose in a biblical way, like by giving her father hundreds of Philistine foreskins. You'll win over her heart and the heart of her father at the same time with this giant pile of foreskins.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Yeah. I think... I don't know.
What?
I'm just picturing like local cops, like there's a pile of foreskins and they're trying to...
We just got here from the chicken attack at McDonald's and now there's a giant pile of foreskins on this
Or like
porch.
someone calls in, there's hundreds of guys here that are in pain. Like they're saying
they're
that some guy
screaming.
just ran in and...
Yeah, are they fresh? Are they built up
they
over...
have-
you collect them over time?
That's part of the gift is that you went and chopped them yourself.
I don't want to see it, but I want to see how it happened, how it all went down.
Is it in a box, like a nice gift bag or...
And we should do, you know how they have those science videos where they're like, how much is $1 billion? And they like actually map out in a 3-dimensional map.
Yeah.
Like we need to do a science video of how big is a pile of 400 foreskins.
I think it would be pretty unimpressive.
Yeah.
Like it would probably be like maybe
I'm guessing, yeah, it'd be
like one of those cookie tins that your grandma would keep her needles in.
right. I don't know.
No, maybe more than that.
Yeah, like like about the size of like a pineapple upside down cake.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah, around there.
Anyway.
Don't
ask her to marry you. Tell her instead. That's a good way to start the relationship.
You're marrying me. Is that what you do?
Yes.
Okay. A good wife is supposed to submit to the husband and everything, right? So, okay. That's a good test. Number 6, commit to no side hugs before marriage. Save that for the wedding night.
Ooh. Honey. Turn on that Barry White.
You finally get to, your soreness in your arm is like, oh, finally, I don't have to hover anymore.
Something about that.
Soreness in your arm from that, yeah.
Don't get down on one knee unless you think you're protesting racial injustice. Because if you get down on one knee, she'll be like, oh, we're protesting the national anthem. Mm-hmm. And that's also cultural appropriation of formerly employed NFL quarterbacks.
Yeah, you can't do that anymore. Go with the times.
However, if you propose while you're protesting the national anthem, then that's fine.
So you should get on both knees, or what should you do, like, to really genuflect yourself before her as a female, because you're a man?
You could do like a classic bow, maybe.
You could jump in the air, then just face plant on the ground.
You go like prostrate.
Yeah. Just plank.
Yeah, sure. That should have been one of the tips. Plank.
Okay. 8, make sure you perfectly document the moment on social media, even if you have to redo it 37 times. Because the Bible says it doesn't count without witnesses, and there's no better way to get witnesses than to take the perfect photos for Instagram.
Have you seen those people that will hire like the photographer and then like set up the perfect proposal? And
yeah, you see that one? Like, a guy worked at like Target or something, and the girl like went in a wedding dress, and she had witnesses and a priest. She's like, if you don't marry me right now, it's over. And you see the guy working. He's an employee of Target, and he's like, dear, we can't. Can we go talk? And like,
oh, that's brutal.
Like, and like they go off and walk away. I'm like, I'm sure it didn't go well.
Oh my gosh.
She tried to just force him. That wasn't on this list.
Okay, number 9. This is where it starts getting oddly specific. Don't take her to a nearby park while she's visiting you at your parents' house and then start going through a book full of conversations to have before engagement, only to feign getting distracted by this Babylon Bee article, which you read to this point before stopping, and then tell her that you love her and propose. Oddly specific.
But don't question
it. This is an important one.
And number 10. Propose by bribing the Babylon Bee writers to publish an article for you. This is a great idea. Write an article with the title 10 Tips Proposing to Your Girlfriend. Pay the Babylon... Wait, we got paid? And then convince your girlfriend to sit down with you and read the article during your daily Babylon Bee devotionals. She'll definitely say yes if you try this one.
So here's where you may have figured out what had happened with this article. We had a subscriber, Jackson Baker, who came to us and said, I'm going to propose to my girlfriend, and I want to do it using the Babylon Bee. This is the first ever proposal via satire that we know of. There could have been more.
And she doesn't know if it's satire. She doesn't know if her entire marriage is satire.
She's like, wait, is this whole thing a joke? She shows up on the wedding day and he's not there. And she calls
satire. Yeah.
It was just a joke, bro. It was a totally...
I don't know how well it went when he's trying to read her the entire list. And it's now, I'm assuming, like, you have to assume it held her attention all through all 10 points. He's like, wait, this next one's great. She's like, they're not that
She's
funny.
looking at TikToks.
Yeah.
She's not even paying attention now.
Yeah. By the time you get to 9 or 10, she's probably zoning out. I want to hear how it actually went.
Well, we have a picture that we can throw up of the engaged couple. And she said yes. So
She said yes.
She said yes.
So her name is whatever her first name is, Baker. Gonna be.
I do know it, and now I don't remember. But it's in the email.
It's probably in here somewhere. His girlfriend, Kelsey.
Congratulations.
Soon to be Baker.
Jackson,
unless they don't take your last name. Could hyphenate. Kelsey something else Baker.
A Baker / a woman.
Yeah. That's a great last name for a woman.
Fantastic.
Alrighty. Story number 2. In light of recent events, Biden has updated his COVID plan to include not just a mask mandate, but a mask womandate as well. In a prepared statement given to his nurse and posted on Twitter, the completely legitimate and unquestioned president-elect apologized for the sexist language in his plan. Should I read the statement?
If you want to.
Listen, folks, we all make mistakes. I realized this morning that my COVID plan includes a mask mandate, but not a womandate. I have amended and also a womanded my plan to include a mask womandate. Biden read off his teleprompter. We will be adding a mask non-binary date, a mask gender queer date, a mask two-spirit date, a mask polygender date, and a mask non-binary trans species date. More dates will be arriving. My brain shut down just like Biden's. More dates will be arriving as we continue to do our research to make sure no one is left out.
So that was very, you were in character. You were so into the
So
Biden
in character. Because I was thinking, I was thinking while he said all these words, he'd get messed up. and he'd do that. What did he do in that debate where he's like, "Who stopped?" Something like that. He goes, "Who stopped?" Something like that. I can't remember what it was.
He was constantly doing weird stuff like that.
Weird stuff like that. I was trying to get one to like put in there.
Oh, man.
Who's that?
What?
Who are you?
Huh? So the real story was that House Democrats opened up the 117th session of Congress with a prayer from Representative Emanuel Cleaver, who's also a minister at a United Methodist Church. Oh, that all makes sense now. United Methodist Church, and he gave a prayer in the name of the monotheistic God Brahma, and God known by many names, by many different faiths, and then closed it with Amen and a woman.
Oh, wait, okay, United Methodist, and he's praying to Brahma? So does that just mean you can pray to whatever God you pick at the moment? How's that work?
I think United Methodists are on the border of like...
But what? I don't know anything about United Methodists.
They're probably like...
But if you're... So it's not a Christian...
Sorry if you're listening.
Is it a Christian denomination?
Technically speaking.
But you pray to Brahma in it?
I think you can do whatever you want. It's like their main line. It's a mainline church, so
you
it's
can
just
pray to like Luigi, the brother of Mario. Like, is there any limits?
Sure. Well, I think if you did something like that,
but would it be heretical?
Well, technically, probably according to their teaching, it's probably technically wrong.
Is it wrong?
But there's not. They don't have any church authority that's going to come down and be like, "You're fired as a priest because you did this."
Is this the church that gives out like wedding officiating?
No.
Oh.
What, I forget what that's called. The internet one? The internet church?
You can become like a wedding aficionator.
Aficionator.
Priest guy. Get ordained.
The Universal Church?
Unitarians.
Well, but no, there's some church that they just made up online just so you could become a minister.
You can do it in like a week or something. You pretty much mail it in. My brother did, or my friend of mine did it.
So it was pretty clear to me that this Cleaver guy was kind of telling a joke. Like he was kind of
joking?
Amen and a woman.
Yeah. Like he didn't really think that the men in amen.
Yeah, he probably didn't actually think that. But at the same time, it's like, dude, you're praying. Like, what are you doing? And they kept emphasizing this point about this is a gender neutral Congress now, and we have achieved equality, and women are the same as men. And so he concluded with amen and a woman. It's a really bad dad joke that was very bad, poorly timed. It made like you can't go and do that and do the very thing that like that's the bad conservative joke.
Yeah,
is to be like we've probably told it a dozen times. Like you take the word man in something and you're like, actually, it's woman.
Yeah.
I think one of the earliest Babylon Bee articles was feminists replace hymnals with hurnals.
Oh, yeah, hurnals. Which sounds like a painful thing.
It sounds like I got a hurnal.
Oh, I got a hurnal. I found some other things. Well, actually, I liked your, before I get to this, I liked your tweet where you just said, like, to be working in satire in a time when a man says a man or a woman or something like that. I can't remember. It's great.
Oh yeah, when someone says a man and a woman, and it was Boromir. It is a gift.
It is a gift. It is a gift. So here's some other sentences that we've heard him say. Representative Cleaver.
Okay.
One he says, "I'm going to go watch the Man or Womandalorian."
Okay. He said to celebrate the first Congress, he was going to go play his mandolin and his womandolin.
Womandolin?
Yep.
He was hungry, so he said, "I'm going to go eat some top ramen or raw women."
That doesn't sound right. He also called on his constituents to donate to a charity that saves manatees and womanities.
Oh, and he was out in nature taking a hike, and he's like, "Wow, look at that praying mantis or womantis on that branch over there."
I like the idea that people are saying these things. Like some guy's just walking through the woods, and he's like, "Ah, praying mantis," and Cleaver like jumps out of the bushes, or womantis.
Yeah.
I think here at the Babylon Bee, one of our favorite songs is "Satan Bite the Dust" by the famous Christian rapper Carmen.
Or Car Woman.
Car Woman. It's so stupid. Are we just telling a bunch of terrible dad jokes? This is wonderful.
He also introduced his wife, and her name's Amanda, or a Womanda.
It's like if he really commits to this, like this is his thing, he's going to be totally insufferable. Yeah. That's just wonderful.
All right. we got all those. I just want to thank him for giving us the opportunity to make such stupid jokes.
It is a gift.
We could have made those jokes without him.
Yeah, because we can't just make that joke because that's just stupid.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
But if he actually does it, then you're allowed to.
The gates are open for a short period of time.
Yeah. Yes, slay queens. Dead queens, that is. Cosmopolitan magazine is promoting body positivity with the first ever series of corpse cover models. The issues feature interviews with and profiles on a dozen dead girls who show how they too can be healthy, despite being completely deceased. So there's just dead,
really
rotting corpses. And it says, a big caption over them, "This is healthy."
This is healthy. I'm still waiting because I've seen because they also had a feature with very overweight women, and it says this is healthy, right?
Yes.
That was the main.
And it said 11 women on why wellness doesn't have to be one size fits all.
Why don't they do guys ever? Like, why don't they show me on there and go, this is healthy?
Well, one of the funny things is we actually had a Babylon B article that was Men's Health features first ever obese cover model.
Yeah.
And we had a guy just pounding pizza and beer. He's like, Men's Health, this is healthy, bro. And then it actually came true, but with Cosmo. But I think it is more common for female magazines to do this. Like, they'll be like, what?
Big is beautiful only if it's women.
Yeah.
Never men. Unless you're maybe trans, you can get away with it. Then you're beautiful no matter what. But yeah, if you're just a dude, you're not beautiful.
I'm beautiful no matter what they say, Ethan. Words can't bring me down. Party of science. This is healthy.
Party of science.
The party of science. All right, we want to do our topic of the week?
I guess so, yeah. Not much to say on that one.
And now, the Babylon Bees topic of the week.
Here they are, everybody. The Babylon Bees predictions for 2021.
Oh, man. Get ready. Buckle your prediction belts.
Buckle your
prophecy belts.
It's official, everyone. 2020 was the worst year ever, except for almost every other year in human history. It was probably...
Since the existence of mankind.
Yeah. Will 2021 be even better? Here's the Babylon Bees. We looked at our crystal ball. We got our hat and stared at our seer stones. Mm-hmm. And this is what we came up with.
Okay.
Infallible predictions for this year. January 1st, everybody's New Year resolutions begin.
Then watch out, right around the corner, January 5th, New Year resolutions downgraded.
That is true for me.
I didn't start my resolutions till about the 5th, so.
I don't think I ever through the year go like, I'm giving up on that. But you just kind of go like, well, I want to lose 20 pounds.
I'll do it next New Year's.
I did 10. That's pretty good. January 20th, Biden sworn in.
January 21st, Biden dies of natural causes.
Was there a scare quote in there? Natural causes.
Sure.
January 22nd, Trump announces 2024 presidential run.
January 23rd, 2024 campaign kicks off.
Does it feel like the presidential campaign cycles are getting so much longer? Like, I used to feel like the guy was president 3 or 4 years, and then like maybe 6 months before the election, 4 months before the election, like, oh, these guys are running. Let's see who wins. Yeah. And now it feels like 2 or 3 years beforehand. It's like people are floating.
Each time everybody wants to head the other guys off. Well, we're going to really start.
Yeah. So it kind of sucks because you never get that break.
Yeah. Never ends.
Sad. Not good. Is it my turn? January 25th, Obama releases new memoir.
January 27th, feminists finally begin to reverse The Handmaid's Tale.
To reverse the
Finally.
Because Biden's been elected. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I think. Yeah. Okay.
I guess.
February 1st, all remaining Trump supporters hunted down and executed.
Finally. February 2nd, the next day, Electoral College, First Amendment, Second Amendment, churches, and capitalism eliminated.
February 3rd, Democrats announce return to unity.
Fine. See, that's great.
After they get rid of all that stuff.
It's going to be a good year. February 26th, so a little later towards the end of the month, China officially annexes the United States.
Oh, jeez. March 1st, all pronouns must now be tattooed on your forehead or your hand.
Not foreskin.
No, not foreskin.
March 3rd.
By that time, someone knows your pronouns.
Yeah. Hey, don't assume. What would be the technical term for that? Foreskin bearing person or something? I don't know. March 3rd, 2 days later, Space Force training exercise accidentally blows up the moon.
March 6th, Elon Musk fixes the moon. Well, he probably just launched like an artificial moon. He's like, we've developed it, the moon.
Or you saw a big giant hologram in the sky with his face in it. March 10th, Obama releases new memoir.
Hey, wait a minute. March 21st, introduction of COVID-20.
Ooh, COVID-20, the sequel. March 25th, FDA approves first permanent mask facial implant.
Oh, man.
Would it have a mouth? I don't know. I'm excited to find out.
April 1st, Cuomo hunts down all the remaining elderly in New York. Cuomo. I don't know.
That's the worst name.
Cuomo. It's like the vowels are out of order there.
It sounds like they're forcing you to have an accent of some weird kind.
Cuomo.
Like the name's Como, but you have to say Cuomo.
Cuomo.
April 19th, Stephen Furtick announces he is the Messiah.
May 5th, Elon Musk accepts Christ.
All right. May 6th, Joel Osteen accepts Christ. Chain reaction. Is that because of Justin Bieber becoming a Hillsong pastor?
Maybe. You never know. Anything can happen in 2021.
It's true.
May 10th, Obama releases new memoir.
Wow. It's a big year for Obama. June 6th, AOC tweets something dumb. Well, only once in the year so far.
Well, this is the only one that we were calling out specifically.
Oh, okay.
But I really hope that on June 6th, there's something particularly dumb. And
that would be great. So we're going to be watching this list closely, right?
Yeah. Actually, we need to set a calendar reminder. Let me
For
text
each
Joy.
one, yeah.
Please set calendar reminder for, what was it, July 6th?
For every
June
single
6th.
event on this list.
For June 6th that
everything.
AOC should tweet
He needs work.
something. Well, I know, but at least we got that one.
We got to keep track. Because what if on July 3rd, I don't want to steal yours.
Oh, was it my turn? July 3rd,
Kamala.
No, it's Kamala, right?
No, it's Kamala.
Kamala?
It's like the comma, like
Yeah, Kamala. Kamala.
and then add a law at the end.
Kamala. That's what
Kamala. I know,
Kam-
I was joking. I was trying to throw you up. I think Kamala.
Kamala Harris
Kamala.
forces gulag prisoners to make bricks without straw.
And then August 15th, Netflix releases Cuties 2. I like to be positive about the future.
September 5th, Chaz 2 founded.
September 6th, Chaz 2 dismantled.
Sad. October 1st, Beth Moore becomes the head pastor of Christianity.
October 8th, Obama releases new memoir.
October 11th, ISIS takes over Canada.
November 17th, development complete on Cyberpunk 2077.
Patrick liked that one.
You like?
So
That's like a Keanu
do you
Reeves
understand
video
that
game or something. I heard about kind of people that knew. I guess
it already came out.
released it and then they took it back because like it wasn't like done or something.
They released it and it's been in development for like 10 years or something, and everyone's been like super excited about it. And it came out and it was like, oh, this game isn't finished at all.
Man,
So-
I can imagine all the little contingencies and things that can go wrong in those giant, massive games. Just play Broforce.
Okay.
I think it's your turn, December 10th.
Oh, we've got a reminder. Joel's just sent me a screenshot reminder. AOC will say something dumb. June 6th.
Oh.
Okay, December 10th. We finally find out what the squirrels have been up to. That's a Babylon Bee article reference.
December 25th, Christmas. Kamala Harris outlaws Christmas and becomes Empress of the World.
You think she would do that before Christmas, though? Like,
Yeah,
can't wait till the
surprise,
day
children.
surprise!
Where all the Christmas trees go? Where are all the gifts? She's got them all before her throne. All the gifts of America. They're mine.
December 27th. Obama releases new memoir.
So basically, every time he finishes a book tour, he's back on another one.
Yeah.
December 30th, Sidney Powell announces Kraken will finally be released next week.
December 31st. Jesus returns.
So overall, a good year.
Overall, pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, if Jesus comes back, then it is a good year, right?
That wipes out everything.
Yeah. Cancels out all
And
the
a
other
lot of
weird
Obama
stuff.
memoirs.
Yeah.
I hate the word memoir, and I
Memoir.
hate the word Cuomo. Cuomo wants memoirs.
How do you say noir? Like film noir? Is it
Noir?
Is it like noir?
Yeah.
I always say that wrong too.
Noir. I think it's French.
Well, yeah.
I think you may say like a smoked cigarette. Film noir. I don't know.
Noir.
Anyway, I'm glad that we were able to enlighten everybody with some predictions.
All right, everybody. Hold us accountable. Let us know how many we get right or wrong.
Put them all on a calendar.
And then
Share the calendar, and we'll all keep track.
A couple of our more hardcore fans would probably do that.
Yeah, someone's going to do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Do it. Do it. All right, let's do our hate mail.
I really miss Adam Ford.
Oh, how I love hate mail. And this one is particularly good. This is from someone named Brian.
Brian. So far, it's not so bad.
All right, here's what he says. Shame, shame, shame on you. You've become so political. Trust me when I say this is going to jump up and bite you in the butt. Have you become just another right-wing rag? And then quotation marks. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Shame on you.
It's very Game of Thrones. Not that I've ever seen Game of Thrones, but...
Shame. But there's the famous gif. Shame, shame,
Shame, shame. I've seen that.
We only know it from the gifs, okay, people?
Yeah.
Shame on you.
Shame. So,
my favorite thing about this hate mail is that he does like he comes right out of the gate really strong with the shame on you.
It's
shame
a
on
shame
you,
like
shame
4
on.
times.
And then he's like, he explains why he doesn't like the side. Oh, you've become too political. And then he's like,
Trust me.
And then he's like done with his email, and he's like, oh, how the mighty have fallen. And he's ready to hit send, and then he's sitting there like,
He adds one more.
shame on you.
Shame on you.
Fantastic. Well, we feel very ashamed, Brian. Thank you for sending that.
We have received a nice dose of shame.
We received up to 4 shames.
Yes.
And okay, we're gonna go to our subscriber portion now.
Oh yeah, we got more.
Actually, we're gonna
mail,
eat, and then we're gonna go to our subscriber
food.
So
smoking jackets.
join us. We're going to hang out in the subscriber exclusive lounge, which is a lot of fun. A little more laid back. We're gonna do some mailbag.
Yeah, mailbag.
Bonus hate mail.
Bonus hate mail.
We have a really wild story from a fan. We always do cool stories.
Yeah, we got some crazy ones about a snake.
And we're gonna read some subscriber headlines as well. So let's do it.
Join us.
Join us.
Coming up next for Babylon Bee subscribers.
I have an army of Ethans at my disposal if I ever want to do something funny with that. I don't know what. Like an Ethan online flash mob.
And by the way, I think the content of this article is pretty offensive. I didn't even reply to him. It's just like, whatever. So we're going to do mailbag.
Mailbag. Or female bag. Dear sirs, I am writing to complain about the Kellen Erskine episode.
You may wake up. I am done talking about Star Wars.
Wondering what they'll say next? The rest of this podcast is in our super exclusive premium subscriber lounge. Go to babylonbee.com/plans for full-length ad-free podcasts. Kyle and Ethan would like to thank Seth Dillon for paying the bills, Adam Ford for creating their job, the other writers for tirelessly pitching headlines, the subscribers, and you, the listener. Until next time, this is Dave D'Andrea, the voice of the Babylon Bee.